Hi, I'm Dre, the host and founder of the Dragon Network. I've been doing some research on goal setting and what characteristics a goal should have to make us more likely to follow through on achievement. So I came across Locke and Latham's goal setting theory. So in the book, A Theory of Goal Setting and Task Performance, which was published in 1990, Edwin Locke and Gary Latham broke down the characteristics that they felt were the five principles of effective goal setting. They had both been doing research for many years on the subject, but this is really where they sort of deep dove in and just laid it out for us. So I wanted to share that with you today. The first of those principles is clarity. The goal needs to be clearly defined, fairly specific in nature, and be easy to understand. It can't be too complicated. The second is challenge. The goal has to present a reasonable form of challenge. If you make the goal too simplistic, too hard, or too tedious, it's going to be demotivating. It's not going to be something that you're likely to follow through on. The third principle they came up with was commitment. So there needs to be a level of commitment that's associated with achieving that goal. Without a level of commitment, it's just an idea. The fourth one is feedback. So it's important for you to have a mechanism in place for assessing progress. So this can be either external feedback or internal checks that you have in place to measure movement towards the goal, but there needs to be some way to measure the progress towards the end. The fifth and final principle of goal setting is task complexity. The goal shouldn't be overwhelming or too confusing to follow through from beginning to end. So it needs to have an adequate level of complexity, and it needs to continue with cadence or have the ability to continue cadence. Establishing timelines and milestones are key considerations, especially if you have large or complex goals. So those are the five principles in Locke and Latham's goal setting theory. So now it's time for me to actually write those goals out and start working towards them.